Hey everyone, welcome back to the Monday Marketing Rundown. I am Dan Bryan with Dentalscapes, and every week here we cover the one development that matters most for dental practice owners in online marketing, whether you're running a general practice, a pediatric office, or an ortho practice. This week we're talking about something that affects every practice that's running Facebook or Instagram ads. Meta just changed how their advertising platform works in a pretty fundamental way. And the reason it matters isn't just a Meta story. Google has been moving in this exact same direction for years. So today we're covering what's happening across both platforms, why it changes how you should be thinking about your ads, and what you need to keep on your radar going forward. So here's what's shifted. Meta has been aggressively pushing advertisers towards something called Advantage Plus. The idea here is simple. Instead of you manually building your audience, picking a radius, selecting age ranges, layering in interest categories, Meta's AI is taking the wheel. You provide the creative, you set a geographic area, and the algorithm figures out who to show your ads to. So the old playbook that most practices have been running, targeting people aged 25 to 55 within 10 miles of the audience, filtering by interests like family health or cosmetic dentistry, maybe adding an income bracket on top, that approach is being phased out. Meta is now explicitly saying that their AI finds better audiences than manual targeting does, and the data actually backs this up. According to Insider Intelligence, Advantage Plus campaigns are now the primary growth engine for 65% of US advertisers. Practices that moved to consolidated, broader campaigns saw their cost per acquisition drop by nearly one-third compared to those still running fragmented, hyper-targeted ad sets. Now, Google has been doing this for years with Performance Max, which most people in the marketing world just call PMax. PMax runs your ads across search, YouTube, display, Gmail, and Maps all at once, and the algorithm allocates your budget based on wherever it's performing best. Meta is following the same playbook. The entire direction of paid advertising is moving this way. You provide the inputs, and the machine makes the decisions. So here's why this is significant for your practice. Both platforms are now what the industry calls signal-driven systems. The quality of what you feed the algorithm directly determines the quality of who the algorithm finds for you. And right now, most dental practices aren't feeding these systems much of anything, which means they're essentially asking the algorithm to guess and fly blind. Think about what the algorithm is actually trying to do here. It's asking, who is most likely to become a patient at this practice? To answer that well, it needs examples, it needs signals. And if you're not providing them, it's going to optimize for whoever clicks most cheaply, not whoever becomes your best patient. So this is the same challenge that's been playing out on Google PMax for a while now. The mindset shift is real. Whether you're on Meta or Google, you're not just running ads anymore. You're actually teaching a machine what success looks like for your practice. And the practices that understand that, who put real thought into their creative, their offer, and the signals they're sending, are going to consistently outperform the ones that set a budget and forget it. The good news is that this shift actually levels the playing field for independent practices. You don't need a massive budget to win. You need better inputs than your competition. And most of your competitors, here's the dirty little secret, haven't caught up to this yet. So two things worth doing right now. First, consolidate your ad structure. If you or your marketing team are running multiple Facebook ad sets with different audience segments, it's worth collapsing those down. Fewer campaigns with stronger budgets consistently outperform fragmented setups under the Advantage Plus model. Let the algorithm do the targeting work rather than restricting it with layers of manual filters. Second, and this is big, make sure your conversion tracking is measuring what actually matters. A lot of practices are set up to track form fills or ad clicks, which tells the algorithm to find more people who click things, but not necessarily people who become patients. At a minimum, your conversion events should reflect real intent. Phone calls, appointment requests, contact form submissions. The more accurately you signal what a genuine win looks like for your practice, the better the platform gets at finding more of them. This is something worth asking your marketing partner about if you're not sure how yours is set up. So that's the story this week. Meta and Google are both moving in the same direction. More automation, more AI, less manual control. The practices that understand how to work with that shift are going to have a real edge. The ones fighting against it are going to keep wondering why their ad spend isn't producing. If you want to know where your practice stands, whether your current setup is actually positioned to take advantage of these changes, or whether there are gaps you don't even know about, that's exactly what we dig into on a strategy call with Dentalscapes. Head over to dentalscapes.com/start and book a free session with our team. We'll take a look at what you've got running, where the opportunities are, and what a smarter ad strategy looks like for your specific practice. No obligation, just a real conversation. That's a wrap on this week's Monday Marketing Rundown. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.